At this time, we ask you to please rise, remove cover as we honor America with the playing of our national anthem. Starting lineups first, the Packers visiting from South High. Starting at board, a 6-foot sophomore, number 3, Sierra Thomas. At guard, a 5'4" freshman, number 4, Genesis Ruiz. At another guard, a 5'5" sophomore, number 10, Eve Hodali. At guard, a 5'4" sophomore, number 12, Mackenzie James. And at forward, a 5'6" senior, number 22, Nana Wong. Packers are coached by head coach Charles Northcutt, assisted by Martin O'Donnell, Amanda Gupta, and Taylor Pocock.
Right there.
Here we go.
Westside Warriors. Looking forward to 6'2", sophomore, number 1, Sanaa Foster. At guard, a 5'6" senior, number 3, Kara Strickland. At another guard, a 5'6" senior, number 4, Kamora Jason. At guard, a 5'7" junior, number 13, Matt John. Assisted by Del Roscoe, Carolyn Cahill, Thomas Benedetto, Mackenzie Johnson, and Liz Robinson. Our officials for tonight's contest are Chris Eichstein, Matthew Eichstein, and Tony Preston. Now standing, yes they are members of the NSA and Integrity Qualified to the rules of the game.
Hello everyone and welcome to this week's edition of WTV Live, home of all your Westside sports. We're here at Jim Tangle Court where we're going to have a great matchup between the Westside Warriors and the Omaha South Packers. I'm Hunter Valapuk, alongside me is my great friend Ryan Kelly. Ryan, what do you think of this game so?
I mean, the energy inside Jim Tangle Court here tonight, Hunter, is kind of nice. I mean, it's a cold day outside. The temperatures drop back down in the negatives. It's a great night just to be inside the gymnasium where it's always warm, and here we have a great night for basketball. Omaha South coming to Omaha Westside, traveling in the frigid temperatures. Quite a few people here despite the temperatures, but I'd like to thank everybody for tuning in to the broadcast this evening.
Warriors win the tip, and we are off. Should be a nice, from what I've seen, this should be a nice battle down low between Sanaa Foster and Sierra Thomas. 3-ball early, no good. Rebound kicked out, and the Packers go the other way. Inside and out of bounds.
Yeah, talk about kind of underneath that hoop there, between the kind of the battle there between Foster. That's just gonna be something we're gonna have to watch for throughout the rest of the night, Hunter. And Foster might be one of those names that we would say multiple times this evening. And then something about this Warrior team. is if you have Kara Strickland and Kimora Jenkins, 2 players that are both starting out there this evening, if you get them anywhere beyond that 3-point arc, if you pass to any one of them, they could easily make a 3.
Yeah. That's the problems that Omaha South is going to need to stop. Westside trying to find a way inside with Foster and travel on Foster.
Yeah, it's just one of those small mistakes there, Hunter. I mean, lots of pressure there from the Packers. They're really packing on a lot of pressure onto this Warrior defense. They were unable to score there, but it'll be Packer basketball here.
Should be a nice defensive battle. South coming off a loss to Lincoln Southeast, 69-33. Westside just played yesterday, got a win over Pius, 57-52, and they made that a close game. Came out with the win as Gahan goes in and gets the bucket for the first one of the day.
Talk about that Pius game, Hunter. Again, one of those games that would have been on the WTV Live network, but were rescheduled due to the wintry mess that we've been having here across the state of Nebraska. So we do apologize to all the fans looking for that game, as it was canceled that morning of.
Rebound goes to Hagan. Yeah, it's just been bad out there for the past couple weeks. Strickland from downtown, and the first 3. And of course, it's from Kara Strickland.
Yeah, Kara Strickland out there. Her first year as a Warrior, as she transferred from Bellevue East, came here for journalism in the sports journalism department, and now making her name out on the court.
Been a big key out there for Westside. Give them an extra score to pair with Kimora Jenkins, as 3 balls no good. Outbound, Warrior basketball.
You know, talking about kind of Kara Strickland here, she's kind of that missing puzzle piece, Hunter, to this team. This Westside team, as we know, they really struggled last season, but this year, so far, they're looking good, coming in 10-5 on the season right now. So they're definitely making up from last year, but it's just going to keep getting better, I think, for this team, as they're kind of filling in these missing puzzle pieces.
Yeah, from what I've seen last year, they needed some more shooting and some more size, and they got that. They got Kara Strickland as a transfer, and they got key freshmen down there, and Elise Peterson, who gave them some extra size to come off the bench.
Yeah, so far, this Warrior team has been pretty impressive so far this season. We saw them in the rankings. There's Strickland for 3, no good.
I think they're ranked like number 8 or something from what I've seen, and travel, Warrior basketball. Turnovers are gonna be prevalent today with the defenses. Westside has been playing great defense for these last few games. They only allowed 52 last night versus Pius. 3-ball, and Jenkins gets one to fall. And an early 8-0 run for the Warriors.
There's Jenkins once again. I mean, I said it before. You get Kara and Kimora out there on the court, you're going to score a 3.
3-ball no good by Foster. Rebound goes to the Packers, back up top of the key. Packers down early. They're just going to need to get the ball to Thomas down low. Oh, and a strip steal by Strickland, still on the floor. Oh, he's fouled, jump ball. And it'll stay with the Packers.
Checking in now for the Packers is number 12, Mackenzie James. So far, what I'm liking from this Warrior team, Hunter, so far is just their fight in this game. So far, they've been pretty dominant. Obviously, they're dominant on the score right now, 8-0, which is 4:22 left in this first period. But this team is just, their defense is looking good tonight.
Yeah, way better from last year. They've been stolen.
Let's talk about commentators' jinx.
Yeah, they played way better defense from last year. It's just, they got all the missing puzzle pieces, came out in the holiday tournament and stunned Bellevue West in double overtime, which one of their big key wins. Followed up with a loss to Omaha Central, but 10-5. It's just been.
Talk about that Central game, Hunter. Westside just kind of lagged behind 10 points. Some points it was, at some parts of the game it was 5 points, but it was pretty close. It was a pretty close game, only 5 to 10 points behind. 10 points being the final score there behind, but this Warrior team just kept fighting throughout that entire game.
Inside is Foster. She makes the 2. 10-0 early lead. Tip stolen. Hagen to Strickland, and the easy layup. 12-0 timeout Packers, and a big first quarter so far for the Warriors. They've been on fire.
Yeah, I mean, talk about this Warrior team coming out here hot, 12-0 with just 3:29. Hunter, let's just take a look at some key players in this game so far. We didn't have much time to go through some of them in the pregame, but just who sticks out to you on this Omaha South and Westside team? Obviously, we talked about Westside quite a bit, so let's take a look at Omaha South.
For Omaha South, big player, Sierra Thomas. They need her step up, make her come back. 11 points per game, 47% from everywhere, and a block per game. Also 8.4 rebounds, nearly a double-double. Also, Aaliyah Foster, 7.6 points. She's out there. She's put up a couple threes so far. And Mackenzie James. All these players, mostly on Omaha South, are sophomores and seniors.
Kind of an interesting dynamic there is sophomores and seniors.
Yeah, there are no juniors on the roster. That is surprising.
And looking at this Westside lineup that's out there right now, Nora Johnson, Jaya Freeman, Elise Peterson, Lakeland Jocelyn, and Mia Jurosevic. Bit of a change here for this Warrior team. Let's see what they can do here.
Three ball, no good. Bank does not fall. Rebound to Freeman. She takes it up the floor quickly. Wanting to score immediately. Kicks it out. On the drive. Up, and the reverse is good. Mia Rusevic puts it home. And Westside playing great pressure defense. And jump ball, Westside ball. Wow. Westside came out and made a statement early.
Kind of looking at this Westside team here. You got Mia Jurosevic, 3-time varsity athlete, lots of speed there. There are 2 there from Freeman.
Stolen. Back on the other end. Foul. No travel call before that. Rusevic stunned, but it's going to go with the Packers. And Thomas going to sub back in.
Yeah, this Packer team might need to keep Thomas out there for as long as they can, try to get anything on this board right now.
I think this is their time to strike. Packers' time to strike. They don't. Westside substitute out. Oh, nice pass in the bucket. Good. Mia Moore on the bucket. And that's their time to strike. The Packers are going to try to get it under. Westside, not much size in this second rotation. I think they substitute that for a bit of speed and maybe some more off the bench. 3 ball is good. Jocelyn on the 3. 19-2 so far, and a nice pass down and a miss by Thomas.
So far, this is just smooth rolling here for the Warriors.
Yeah. Nice pass underneath Peterson. That's good. Nice assist by Freeman. And the Packers move it up the floor quickly. Trapped in the corner. Packers get it out and reset at the top of the key. Foster on the drive. Up, fouled. And we'll be coming. 2 shots coming up, and it's gonna be on Johnson. Will be her first of the game. And with 1:22 left, Foster will go to the line for 2. First one in and out. Still 21-2. That is, wow. Second one's good. And Freeman's going to take up the ball for the Warriors. Going to run the score up before the quarter's end.
So far, both Warriors and Packers, Hunter, have been really just taking their time, letting that shot clock get down.
Yeah, that they have, as Peterson makes a nice spin move in the paint, gets the bucket to fall. Just under a minute left to go in the first quarter. Packers just looking for any opportunity they can right now to score. Westside's only allowed one field goal, both in the football tournament and the basketball tournament this quarter. Foster for three, that's good. And the first three for the Packers. And that just doubled their score. It's 21-6. Freeman in some trouble, gets it under, and looked for Peterson, fouled by Thomas. And that's not what the Packers need right now. That's their best player. They need her in as much as possible for a chance at a comeback. And it's going to be Juan on the substitution for Thomas. And Westside, 23 seconds left under their own hoop.
No shot clock as we're under the time there.
Tip stolen and nearly stolen back. Freeman, oh, and that's a foul on Freeman. That one looked like it was almost out of bounds. Great defense there by Freeman, but a little too rough. Fouled for first. With 5 seconds left to go, see if the Packers can get a shot up here before quarter's end. Two seconds, puts it up at the horn, no good. Mia Moore misses it. And a wonderful defensive first half by the Warriors, 23-6. And wow, that's a surprising stat. 8 separate Warriors have scored already in this game.
Yeah, and leading in that, Kara Strickland with just 6 points. It's been kind of, talk about it, it's been all over the place. Strickland with 6 points there. So, I mean, it's been all over the place. And then leading for the Packers is Foster with 4. So, I mean, it's been kind of all over the place for this Warriors, and the Packers kind of more down into just 2 players scoring. So we're going to take a quick break here on the WTV Live Network. We'll be back here momentarily.
We are back on WTV Live here at Jim Taggart Court as we are about to get underway with the second quarter. Westside leads the Packers 23-6. 8 separate Warriors have scored in the quarter. Don't know how many times that's happened before, but mind-boggling stats. The Packers bring it up, trying for an opportunity to come back down 17 starting the second quarter.
Back out on the court for the Warriors. We'll see the starting rotation there.
Stolen by Gaon. Takes it down the floor, coast to coast, puts it up, and good. Immediately down the floor, no good. Rebound goes to Strickland. Takes it back up the floor quickly. Oh, Jenkins is wide open in the corner. Not Sear though. Strickland goes directly into defender. And out of bounds. It looked like Strickland touched the ball while she was on the floor out of bounds, and it will be Warrior basketball as we have an injured player down.
I have an injury here on the court, but play will resume.
Thomas coming in for the Packers as Warriors press immediately. Oh, Strickland is bodied. Mid-range J, no. And Strickland comes back and gets the board. She got rocked by Thomas there.
And there's Kara Strickland right there just coming back up and getting that ball back. That's what this Warrior team would like to see.
3-ball again. Another one for Strickland.
Make that 2 on the night for Kara Strickland. Could this be a night for her to break a record?
Foul on the floor. It's going to be 2 shots coming up. It's going to be on Foster, her first. I remember I was there when they set the record. Kamora Jenkins set the record last year. What was it, 8?
I believe it was 8.
I'm surprised Strickland hasn't come close to that already.
She came close in her first game, Hunter, and then past few games have been kind of more underneath the hoop and kind of spread out. So this could be the night for her. There's plenty of season left to easily get it for her.
Jenkins on the 3, no good. A little bit too much. Coast to coast, up and no good for Mia Moore. Rebound goes to Jenkins and a steal back by Foster. On the drive, up, Mia Moore over the top of the hoop, out of bounds. Warrior basketball.
So something about this Warrior team, Hunter, that I've noticed. I mean, watching from the start of the season last year, the start of the season this year, and there's just been far less fouls this whole game. I remember at the beginning of the season, there was just lots of fouls just kind of piling on top of each other, going into bonus. And there's only 1 so far in the second quarter, and there's only 2 last period.
Yeah, I did not notice that till you told me. Yeah, way less fouls than I have seen for any time here.
I'd hate the commentator jinx that, Hunter, but so far this Warrior team is.
Yeah, out of bounds. It's going to be with the Packers, but right now 4 touchdowns for the Warriors, leading 1 touchdown for the Packers. Thomas looks, drives, up, and in. Nice layup.
There's that height there from Thomas, stat leader on this Packer team, just using that height to her advantage there.
Gahan in some trouble. Gets it nearly over the top. Tipped. Strickland, pull up. No. Rebound to Foster. She's going to take it up the floor herself. If Thomas gets hot, the Packers get hot. 3-ball. A little too much. Rebound. Back up. No good. And push. It's going to be going the other way. 1 had the first missed 2, and the foul. Nearly a nice play there by Gahan. Nearly just almost saved it. Nearly got it off the leg, but it's a little too soft. Jenkins in some trouble. Now we're seeing a little bit of a press from Omaha South.
That's what this South team has to do. They got to control this Warrior offense here, Hunter.
3-ball, no. Yeah, you're right, Ryan. They do need to control the ball. Turnovers are, for Omaha South to come back, they need a lot of turnovers, and they need to convert on the other end, and then not allow the Warriors at any second chance points.
Dominant is what this Warrior offense has been.
Very. Nice rebound by Thomas. Kick out, 3-ball. Boom! Down it goes. Mia Moore on the 3.
And Mia Moore easily taking the lead for points scored for Omaha South at 5.
And it looks nice steal there by Thomas, and stolen back by Strickland. Puts it up, went right into Thomas, and that's her second foul. Nice job by Strickland to get down off 2 feet and into the body of Thomas. From what I've noticed, that Omaha South switched from a man to a zone in the second quarter, 2-1. I think a 2-1-2 to be precise, and they've been getting more turnovers and just been an all-around defensive presence.
It could be one of those keys here for this Omaha South team to try to turn around. 29-12 is not the best score, Hunter, if you're Omaha South right now. So, I mean, that zone defense kind of swapping that up. I mean, that could kind of be beneficial to even just add a few more points onto this game.
Yeah, I'll just trick them up a little bit. First one no good by Jenkins. Second one is. Never mind, she hit it too. I did not see the first one. Checking in during the free throw is Mackenzie James. And no steal. Foul on Foster, her second. And everything physical down low right now. And Royce is coming in. Rios coming in. Foster looking for something and back up the top of the key. Tipped out of bounds off Jenkins, staying with Warriors.
So, Hunter, we talking about kind of keys to kind of help this Omaha South team get out of this deficit here. Obviously, we saw this swapping of that defense from man to zone. What else do you think this Omaha South team could do here? I mean, there goes Westside down the court once again.
Yep. Strickland goes aggressive again and gets the 2 points. Immediately down the floor, a missed layup and a foul. Missed layup by Thomas, rebounded, and a put up by Foster, and it looked like the second rotation coming back in for the Warriors. Key to the game for the Packers, once again, the zone defense, but also limiting the fouls, limiting the turnovers, and getting Sierra Thomas the ball down low, and maybe hitting a couple more threes, because 24 Mia Moore has been on that. Lineup change for the Warriors: Freeman, Peterson, Arusevic, Jocelyn, and Johnson, all coming in with a 19-point lead on top of the Packers. Second one, no good. Tipped around. Rebounded and tipped out of bounds by Peterson, staying with the Packers. 3:24 left to go in the second quarter. What's Westside been doing so well that, well, they got to the score so far, Ryan?
I mean, obviously, this team, they just started out this game dominant. They did not let up, even though they're so far ahead. I mean, they're just keeping on to it. They're just adding up those points. Their fouls have been to a minimal, but this is kind of the highest they've been all game so far. But I mean, this team just is becoming more well-rounded. They're becoming just a better team as the season's gone on. As I said at the beginning of the season, this game, it's kind of a game-by-game thing. This team's just going to slowly keep getting better. Record 10-5 right now. There's some good things coming for this Warrior team.
I think they have a solid shot at making state this year.
Possible state potential team going to the tournament, possibly. First we got to get to the rest of the season, Hunter.
Yeah. You gotta have optimism, though. Steal on the other end by Peterson. Freeman on the other end with the bucket. And the lead up to 21.
Yeah, beautiful little jumper there from J.F. Freeman. Just a freshman out there on the court. There's multiple freshmen out on the court that have been out on the court this evening. So this Warrior team's got depth.
Got that young potential. Mia Moore drives, puts it up, and the layup is good. Mia Moore been the MVP so far for the Packers. They get it down the floor quickly. Rusevic nearly out of bounds, not. Jocelyn from downtown, no good. And out of bounds of Rios, and will be Warrior basketball.
Warrior basketball, 34-15 the score.
Looking for something. Out to Freeman. Nearly looked to pull it up there. But now Warrior trying to get it inside. Foul. It's going to be on Foster. I think that's going to be her first or second. It'll be her first. And once again, back under the hoop. 2:05 left to go. Oh, and that's a 5-second. Freeman held on to the ball for too long. 5-second violation, and Packer basketball. Nice defense there under the hoop.
Something this Warrior team, as this period keeps going on and so on, they just want to keep those fouls to a minimum, Hunter. I mean, so far we're at 3, but that can just keep adding up in the final 2 minutes we have left here.
Yeah, fouls do add up quickly. As many fouls add up quicker than you would think in a out of bounds. Warriors get the ball out of bounds into their own hoop during your save. Underneath, Peterson stumbles, gets it out though. Johnson pulls up, no good. Freeman saves it, but it's gonna be a turnover. Packers coming down with a chance to try. Foul on the shot. And it looks like Omaha South might be getting a little bit pumped up here.
I mean, that's what you need here. You're down by quite a few. Just kind of that energy could try to help change this momentum in this game, Hunter.
Yeah, that's one of the key factors they need. They need some fan support right now. Foul's going to be on Jocelyn, her first. And the 4th foul for Westside as Thomas goes to the line, sinks the first, couple rim hits, but gets it to fall. And one more coming up.
I mean, if Westside gets too comfortable in this lead, Hunter, I hate to say it being a Warrior fan yourself, but if they get too comfortable in this lead, I mean, Omaha South could try to take the lead eventually.
Yeah.
Heading into the 3rd and 4th period.
They can. Westside was up 20 against Gretna a few games ago. I think maybe over a couple months ago. They got a little too comfortable. Let Gretna come back nearly to 5. Closed it out game, but it's probably what Steve Clark's going to be talking about in the locker room. Don't get too comfortable with the lead. The second free throw went, and Peterson goes on the other end and scores. And if you're Omaha South right now, if you're Coach Northcutt, you just want to motivate your team. Let them know.
Just keep your head down, I think, is the big thing. Just keep your head down and just keep going.
Yeah, keep fighting. Keep fighting for these last 16 minutes, and if you can put your head to it, you can make it happen. Hit some threes, play some great defense. That's all you need for a nice comeback. Under 50 seconds left to go in this quarter, right before halftime. Scramble under, and Jocelyn comes out with the ball. Freeman taking it up the floor. Peterson down low, blocked.
There's that height there from Thomas. Just right underneath there, Peterson tried to get that up, but Thomas said no thank you. And now the Warriors will have this one back here.
20 seconds left to go. Shot clock off. Arusevic in some trouble. Looking for someone.
Tight defense there.
And timeout on the floor called by Coach Clark. 11.3 left to go in the quarter. So Westside's going to look to get one more shot off, up 30-second timeout. And I think that was just purely to get Arusevic out of the bad situation.
We're going to keep this one here, but so far for this Warrior team, 36-17, they've been on top. They just want to, stay on top. But Omaha South, Hunter, they're down by quite a few here, so there's definitely lots of room for them to come back here if they just keep their head down and keep fighting. I mean, I wonder what coach is going to say to them during halftime.
What I always say, the game's not over until that clock strikes 0 or you're up by 50. Just depends.
Well, 11 seconds left here. 36-17. Westside plenty of timeouts to work with, but
Jocelyn gets it into Johnson. Looking under to Peterson. Puts it up. Puts it home. 5, 4, 3 seconds left to go. Puts it up.
Great block there by Jurosevic as that just went off the side of her hand. Warriors lead 38-17 at the half. Strickland leading with 12 points right now. Peterson right behind her with 9.
Yeah, that freshman Peterson has just been.
I think the thing to talk about here, Hunter, as we go into halftime, this Warrior team, 8 girls have scored on this team. It's just all over tonight. We've seen both lineups going back and forth no matter what. I mean, they've just been kind of going back and forth, and both have been scoring perfectly.
Yeah, it's just been great all around by Westside. Biggest lead at the point was 22 points, which is a pretty rare sight right about now with how Omaha South and Westside have been playing. But we will be right back here in about 10 minutes after halftime, and we will see you then. And welcome back to WTV Live Network. Here at Jim Tangal Court, just about a minute away from the second half. Ryan, Westside came out throwing some punches, and they are up 21 right now.
Gosh,
And
Hunter, you said it right there. I mean, Westside, they came out on top, 38-17 the score. This has been Westside's game so far for both two periods. I mean, talk about this Warrior team, Hunter. I mean, this team, they got on top. They're staying on top, but now Omaha South, they're kind of trailing behind. They're slowly creeping up on this Warrior team, and still 38-17 the score. There's still some room for this Warrior team to pull away. They could easily put up 50 here in this third period. But, I mean, Omaha South has a chance here to try to get up if they can, if they kind of want it. Talk about energy, Hunter. So Omaha South, the parent section here, they are definitely getting some energy, and that's getting into these players' minds. We've seen a lot more of Sierra Thomas in that second and quarter. There's that second period there. So, I mean, so far this Omaha South team could try to make a comeback here, but this Westside team has just remained dominant.
Yeah, yes they have. And just like what you said, they've been getting the ball down to Thomas more. The parents have been on fire right now. They've been great. And right now, Westside's making a bit more mistakes while Omaha South is in this zone defense. And if they can keep it up, stop Strickland and Jenkins from the three, and smother Foster, then this could be a whole different ball game. And the 21-point lead that the Warriors have could turn back on them, turn into a Packer lead.
Yeah, so far, Hunter, for my quick snapshot there at the first and second period, this Warrior team has really just been dominant. I mean, talk about this Warrior team. If you've been following this team since last year and going into this year, this team it's just progression. It's a game-by-game kind of thing. As the Westside football team says, kind of a foot-by-foot kind of thing, but this is a game-by-game thing for this team. We've seen players, we only have two transfers on this team. Kara Strickland, one of them, and she's just one of those pieces to the puzzle that kind of helps paint this picture of this Warrior team, Hunter. So I really think this team could do something great here. And it's, in my kind of opinion here, Kara Strickland, a sports journalist here and basketball player here, it kind of is not good that she's a senior, as she'll be lost in both two departments, both basketball and journalism, after she graduates this spring. But so far making a name for herself here at Westside.
Well, just like you said, last year, this is their time to strike, get into the state championship, put up a fight, see if they can come out on top. As a nice left-handed bucket there from Jenkins. So this is Westside's time to strike. They got all the pieces in place. Now they just need to find their identity and win basketball games. Nice two there, under by Juan. And Westside trying to get it under. Foster out to Jenkins.
So far, both teams in the first and second period, they're just taking their time with that shot clock. Jenkins.
No good. Yeah, the clock right now is Westside's best friend. It's really their best friend. They need to drain as much time as possible to make sure none chance at a comeback. Thomas puts it up, and the bounces fall. Sierra Thomas. Like you said, we've been seeing a lot more of her in the second quarter and now the third quarter. They've been their key player all season, nearly averaging a double-double. Strickland from downtown, bang! Strickland from downtown. And any opportunity the Packers have at scoring, the Warriors strike back tenfold, but a nice effort there by Thomas to go get her missed shot, put it back up. Bucket good. Warriors that's probably the one thing I see with the Warriors that they need to fix, boxing out.
I can definitely agree with you there, Hunter, but so far this Warrior team has been looking good.
Yes, they have. Foster on the bucket, but yeah, boxing out, man. Key part of the defense, and Westside has been allowing lots of offensive and defensive rebounds. More offensive than defensive. They've been pretty good on the defensive board, just like there. Thomas gets it stolen out from her Jenkins. No, it's not Jenkins, it's Strickland. And a jump ball called, and Packer basketball. Foster coming in for the Packers, coming in for the Warriors. Freeman and Arusevich with a 22-point lead.
A change up here for this lineup for this Warrior team. Arusevich, lots of speed there from her.
Ooh,
Triple sport athlete here at Westside. Triple varsity letter.
Oh, ain't that a stat to be proud of. Freeman, pull up, and they're going to call it a 2. Nice long-range 2 there by Freeman. Stolen. Arusevich, the long. Rebound to Foster, and Coach Northcutt calls a timeout. Timeout Packers, only with 4 minutes left to go. Once again, only 1 foul right now. I think this is going to be a it is going to be a full timeout. So we will be taking a break here on WTV Live, and we will be back for the last 4 minutes of the third quarter. Back on the WTV Live Network. Westside leads the Packers 47-23. And now we have a mix of starters and bench players on the floor for the Warriors. Packers come out with the ball after a timeout, jump ball. On the drive, kick out Foster. Trying to make something happen. Tip in a Foster steals it from Foster. Pull up Jay. Freeman, no good. Rebound. Foster trying to make something happen. And
looks like she'll just take a step out there on the baseline. Packer basketball.
I call this Fostception. Deny Foster stealing it from Aaliyah Foster.
Kind of a battle of the Fosters on the court.
Foster on Foster crime. Right now, Leah Foster has the ball. On the drive, puts it up, no good. Rebound to Mia Moore. Pull up, tipped and blocked.
Off the back of the hoop there.
James was the one who threw it off, and checking in for the Warriors, Elise Peterson for Sinai Foster. I think Sinai Foster already has 3 blocks on the day, which is
quite impressive.
Yeah, great stat for her right now. Stat book says 6'1", but I think she might be a bit taller than that. Gahan on the drive, no good. Speed, kick out, 3-ball, James, no. Board, Mia Moore. She puts it up, and that's no good. Peterson with the board, and that's stolen. Back up, Thomas, up, no good. And a foul call. It's going to be on Gahan.
Thomas looking to try to get that one up there if possible and one, but she'll still go to the line.
And she'll have 2 coming up, trying to cut this lead down to 22.
Warriors have a chance here to try to put 50 up here in the third.
Trying to put this one away. Checking in. It's going to be Nora Johnson and Lakeland Jocelyn for the Warriors. 3:15 left to go here in the third. Thomas for second, no good. 1 for 2. And Freeman nearly stepped out. Gets it up to Arusevich. as she goes on the offensive, puts it up, kick out. Arosevich, 3-ball. No. Rebound. Tipped around. Off of Thomas. Refs call it off of Thomas. Staying with the Warriors. And she did not like that call. Arosevich looking for something. And foul call. And Omaha South does not like that one either. First foul on James.
And something for this Omaha South team right here, Hunter. Just that if they can try to get this energy back into this game, they could try to throw some more points on that board, but it's almost a 25-point lead here. And there's a small mistake there from Johnson as that one goes flying out the baseline.
Try to get it to Peterson down low, a little too high. And
had the right idea, but did not execute it perfectly, but
ain't that luck. Thomas looks. Don't know what that was, but it's a miss. Rebound goes to Jocelyn, being pressured.
There's just a lot of tight defense there. Some 2-on-2 action there for sure, but down goes Peterson.
And jump ball.
Clean up in aisle 3.
More like clean up on aisle paint. There's a paint spill.
Trying to go hard in the paint. That's never good if you spill a can of paint.
It is not, but it's going to stay with the Warriors. Possession arrow to them. Kick out and a travel called. Packer basketball. 47-24. Minute 56 left to go. Westside still keeping the pressure up, even up 23. Good idea. Good idea by them. They don't want to get too comfortable with this lead. Thomas on the drive. Nice kick. Nice pass up and in and one by James.
That's what this Omaha South team is going to have to do here, Hunter. I mean, you're down by quite a few. Any possible extra point plays you can get, the and one. Any three-pointers you can drain, which have been pretty unsuccessful for this Packer team. We've seen like only one three-pointer the entire night. So
yes, that's a great morale booster right there. Get the and one, get the fans pumped. Foul on Peterson will be her first. The free throw falls to complete the and one, and Packer trying to cut it down. Playing great defense. And the momentum up for the Packers. It's going to be a jump ball. Packer basketball.
Lots of energy here coming from our left side here, broadcast booth. We're up on the parent side. So right side is all the Warrior fans. Left side, all the Omaha South fans. Just so lots of energy coming from our left side here. The Packers are trying to add as many as they can in their remaining 9 minutes.
Steal by Jocelyn, up to Peterson, and she puts it home. Thomas just kind of gave up on that one. Another bucket for the freshman Peterson. And Westside just trying much as they can to put it away. Pull up, oh, no. Pump fake, inside, up, foul, counted again.
And there you have it. I mean, this Omaha South team is capitalizing off these fouls here. I mean, it's helping out definitely to their advantage. It's almost a 20-point ball game here.
Leah Foster checks back in for the Packers. Second foul on Peterson, the second and one on Peterson and for the Packers. And Thomas on the line for one as she drains it. And the lead back down under 20. 44 seconds to go. Freeman looking for anything. Arusevic puts her head down, drives up and in!
Make that a 50-point ball game here.
I was just about to say, if this one didn't end with the Warden getting 50, I would have been a little mad at you for the announcer jinx, because they're always telling me about that. And travel before the foul. That would have been a big third on Peterson. And 11 seconds to go down the floor, maybe hit a quick three.
Yeah, I mean, talk about announcers jinx. Announcers jinx, Hunter. I mean, it's been kind of, I don't want to say fatal would be the word, but it's definitely been, I could say, devastating before. Because, I mean, I've seen teams and I've said something, or one of my other guys alongside me has said something, and it happened. So, I mean.
Can't happen. Gets it up over Rusevic's head. 2 seconds, 1 second, puts it up before the horn. And does it count? It does. A nice steal coast-to-coast bucket with 2.1 seconds left to go, and a great way to end the quarter for the Packers, now only down 19.
All right, Hunter, there's been quite a momentum shift here in this third period, and lots of Packer basketball. I mean, back-to-back, and ones there. There's just been lots of small mistakes from this Warrior team. Just what can this Packer team do? I mean, it's 51-32 the score. That's quite a ways to come back. I mean, that would be a heck of a lot of points you could throw up if you wanted to try to come back here. But, I mean, 51-32. Hunter, I think the best thing this Packer team can do is just try to add as many points as they can just to make the final score not look so bad.
Yeah, I agree with that. Just hard to come back from 19 with only 8 minutes, but I think the Packers just need to almost play for pride at this point, but they can come back. I'm not leaving that out of the picture. They need to put their head down, drive right into the paint, get those and ones to keep the crowd pumped up.
I mean, lots of energy here. Lots of energy on the Packers side of the stadium. So, I mean, it's been quite the change.
Force will get the ball out of the quarter's end, and we have 8 minutes left to go on the ball game.
Yeah.
Jenkins nearly loses the ball.
Yeah, final 8 minutes here. I mean, final time for this Packer team to add anything they want to add to this final score. I mean, make it not look so bad. I mean, 51-32, not the best game for this Packer team.
They don't want to add a foul, though. It's Hody's first. Westside with their starters back on the floor. And Strickland trying to look for the open shot. Nearly stolen. Hagan kicks out. Jenkins no good. And the rebound back to Hagan. Inside is Foster. She puts it up. Fouled on the shot. And 2 for number 1. Foul's going to be on Mia Moore. It's going to be her first. I think she is the leading scorer still for the Packers. If not, probably back to Thomas. First free throw goes. And an early 2 fouls in the first 45 seconds for the Packers. 2 for 2 straight switches. And that will not help the Packers at all.
(53-32) the score, Hunter. I mean, these small mistakes here just kind of killing this Packer team. We saw it just right there.
7 minutes left to go. Haga brings up the ball for the Warriors. Trying to look to add on to this score. Jenkins goes immediately blocked. And right back to Hagan. Jenkins was blocked. 3-ball. Strickland. Boom! 3-ball. And that might just be the dagger. Still 6 minutes left to go.
Mark that 4 3-pointers now for Strickland.
Up, Foster, no good, tipped, and out of bounds. Warrior basketball. Strickland may have just hit the biggest three of the night. That might just be about the dagger in this all game.
Yeah, 56-32 Hunter. I would gotta agree with you there.
Ooh, nice.
Nice jumper there from Gahan.
It's kind of mixed between a jumper and a floater there.
Yeah.
Tried to get it over Thomas, and it worked. Didn't know what that was, but it works. As Thomas puts it up and in. And Hagan will bring it up the floor. Strickland back up. Looking for something. Omaha South still in the zone defense. Westside took precautions. I think they have a way to beat it now. Foul on James. And checking in for the Warriors is going to be Freeman. Checking out Hagan. And fouled on Foster, fouled by, it's going to be number 3 again. It's going to be Thomas. It's going to be her 4th. And checking in, 22 is Juan checking back in for Thomas, with 4 fouls and 4 fouls team for the Packers. Which will, one more foul, that'll give Westside some nice free throws. Out of bounds, turnover by the Warriors. Packers down 24. As time drains away, not looking likely of a comeback.
Yeah, we've not seen much of Thomas this entire game. And being one of their star players, we've barely seen her out on the court and doing much on the court. And another small mistake there. Let's pack the team.
Yeah, they've been forcing fouls on Thomas, get her on the bench early and often. And then also have Foster and Peterson down there to just smother her up, and just been great defense all around to keep Thomas in check. Aikens brings it up the floor.
We talk about trying to stop a key player there, Hunter. They stopped her dead in her tracks, kind of like against the Lincoln Northeast game, when they stopped Washington pretty early on in that game.
Didn't win that one, but they're looking like they're going to win this one now. And with Thomas out, the bigs just ran havoc. Foster, Peterson, and timeout Packers, a floor change for the Warriors. They'll put in their subs, Jocelyn, Peterson, Johnson, and Arusevic, with Freeman already being in. 30-second timeout for the Packers.
Could we see a 70-point game? I mean, that's kind of 70 points, quite ambitious here, Hunter, but
quite ambitious.
That'd be 12 more points here. Could it be possible?
I think I'm only
4:33 left here, Hunter. So I mean, time could tell.
They've only had one 70-point game They've only had one 70-point game this season. That was against Bell West in double overtime. They've been close before, like against Elkhorn South with that 69-point win. But Omaha South came in here, didn't expect. I expected Thomas to go off. Westside's been a great job in holding her. And overall, I've seen a couple of good scores that I did not expect, like Mia Moore. And overall, some good improvements from the Packers here, but also some improvements that they need to make.
kind of talking about their improvements and things that these teams need to work on. Omaha Westside, this team has definitely improved quite a bit. I mean, even though playing not a highly as ranked team as them, this Omaha Westside team has really kind of put the puzzle pieces together, and they've been looking really great out there on the court.
And I think they called a 3-second violation, I think, on Westside. I think it's going to be on Peterson. And Packer basketball. Thomas going to go back out there. Has a chance at getting her 5th foul. That's what I'll foul her out of the game.
And yeah, Omaha West, this has been a very clean period for them here. 0 fouls, quite impressive.
Yeah.
And 4 fouls for Omaha South, and they're nearing the bonus for Westside. So, I mean,
South looking for something. Stolen by Jocelyn. Back down the floor with me and more on defense. Three ball, Freeman. No, too long. Rebound to Thomas. 3:16 left to go. And it's going to be a push on Peterson, her 3rd foul.
few Packers checking here now. 52 and 12. Foster and James.
Foster puts it up in over Johnson. Even down 22, these Packer fans are still cheering out for their team. Peterson on the drive. Nice Euro step. It's good.
Make that 60.
60 on the board for Westside. Out of bounds. Turnover on the Packers. Warrior basketball. Peterson drives, kicks out, kicks again, Arusevic.
Peterson.
Back in game for the Packers, number 41, Alexi Alvarez.
Well, 60-36 the score, 2 minutes, 10 seconds left to go. Warriors, a Warrior basketball game here as
Peterson blocks a shot, kicks out, Freeman, 3 ball, no good, and Peterson comes back and gets the board. On the drive, Jocelyn, the bucket full. 36-62.
Almost a 30-point ball game here, Hunter.
Nice. This is a nice bounce back by the Warriors. They only scored 31 in their point against Papillion South, and they got a nice win yesterday versus Pius, and now another great one versus Omaha South. Oh, tumble, no good, and Peterson on the floor gets the board. Wow, Arusevic with the ball, takes it down, kick out, Freeman hurts their 3. No, Arusevic down low and gets the board. Puts it up. No. And the offensive rebound. Stay with the Warriors. Johnson. No. And the anticipation building for one of those threes to fall. You could cut it with a knife. But right now, a great 2-win stretch for the Warriors as they have a couple tough games coming, 3 tough games coming up versus Millard North, Millard West, and Bell West, all at home.
Gosh, Bellevue West gonna be a tough game down the road. I mean, Westside beat them in that double overtime kind of thriller in the Metro Holiday Tournament. So could we see another Warrior victory against Bellevue West? It's a possibility. Millard North, another strong team in the Metro. Kind of looking down the calendar even further, Marion, another tough opponent they're going to have to go against. Marion been ranked pretty highly in Class A. They beat Gretna last night by quite a few. So, I mean, this Warrior team has a tough schedule coming down the road.
Yes, they do.
So I think any kind of wins here for this Warrior team by any means would be very beneficial to this team, as any extra kind of, I guess, momentum and kind of mindset could really help this team out for kind of like what's ahead of them for the rest of the season.
Yeah, 1 for 2 for Foster on the free throws. If they can win these next 3 games that we just talked about and go on the road, beat the #1 Omaha Central Eagles, they might have a case for themselves to be in the state championship, or at least have a shot.
I mean, last time we saw Westside play Omaha Central, that was Westside just lagged behind 10 points. So they can kind of keep up there with Central and just kind of hang on with them there. I mean, they're only down by 10 for most of the game.
Yeah, Westside played their heart out in that game. Scored 61 points. They just needed to play a little bit better defense. Would have won that game. I think they can beat the Eagles. They have enough firepower to do it. They just need hold firm on the defensive, stop the Eagles' offense. They got to win on that, and that could cement their chances at state. First one goes for Thomas. Second one bounces in and out, rebound. Off of Peterson. Grabbed it down, tipped off. And never mind, it's going to be Warrior basketball.
And a Warrior timeout.
And a Warrior timeout. It's going to be a minute, but you just said there Westside was doing good with 0 fouls with like 4 minutes left, and now they have 5.
Jeez, commentators jinx, Hunter.
I think it's just for you. I'm not going to lie.
Well, we got a minute timeout here, Hunter. We talked about Westside's upcoming schedule. Omaha South, let's take a look here.
Omaha South coming up has Millard South, Burke, and Marion, their next 3. Millard South, a pretty tough team on the road. Same thing with Marion. Burke, be a nice home win for them.
Yeah, I think Millard South would be a pretty good game for this Omaha South team. Both Millard, Omaha South facing off Burke. That'd be a fun game to go watch too. Marion, that's going to be a tough game. And as I said earlier, Marion, top-ranked team. They're one of the top-ranked teams here in Class A.
Yeah. From what I see here on the schedule, three of Omaha South's 5 wins is against the Bryant Bears, which I didn't know you could play a team 3 times unless if you added in the tournaments. Oh, and a foul on Thomas, her 5th. Won't really matter with 46 seconds left to go, though.
Yeah, it'll be 62-40 to score. Definitely a bit of a sloppier game here for this Warrior team as clock has been getting closer to 0, but it's quite an impressive game so far, or overall, for this Warrior team.
Yes, it has. Peterson going to the line shooting 2. Westside pulling back all their players. First one falls. But great game by the Warriors. Good confidence booster. Back-to-back days with the dub. And go have 3 home. They're having 5 home games in a row. Big confidence booster. Defend their court. Get some dubs. Make a case. 3-ball Foster. No good. Rebound. Put up. No good. Kick out. Arusevic gets it. Shot clock turned off. They can run down this game. I think the main key for Westside winning, from what we said before, they got a lot of depth. They have got a lot of depth.
Yeah, I mean, looking at this team, Hunter, I mean, there's sophomores, there's freshmen, sophomores out there on the court, juniors and seniors. So, I mean, this team as a whole, Hunter, they have some potential here to kind of keep growing with this program. I mean, these freshmen out here on the court really making a big standpoint out there as well. I mean, they have the time to grow. They have 3 more years here at Westside, and there's your final score, 64-40.
That is your game, folks. 64-40. Westside defends the home court, gets the dub by 24, and great game so far. Thank you, Ryan, for calling this game with me.
And of course, and don't go away, folks. We have one more game here on the WTV Live Network. Friday night doubleheader here at Jim Tengdahl Court. The boys team will be up next after this short break.
Hello, everybody. Welcome back to WTV Live as we are here with our player of the game, freshman Elise Peterson. Elise, how did it feel out there? Get a dub by 24 points and just play hard up.
It feels pretty good. I feel like we worked really good as a team this game, and like everyone participated and helped, and it feels really good.
What do you think's the best? What's the best takeaway from this game?
Probably just staying in it. I would say like not playing to your competition and like always staying ahead, knowing that you could be better than a team.
And you got 3 tough games coming up versus Millard North, Millard West, and I think Bell West. How do you guys watch film, practice, and defend your home court? You got 3 home games coming up.
I would just say, yeah, we like keep practicing and taking time off the court and on the court to like work through what we need to do to win.
All right, thank you. Thank you, everybody, for tuning in for the girls' game on WTV Live. We will have the boys' game coming up. Player of the game, Elise Peterson. Thank you for coming. Peace out.
Good evening, folks, and welcome to the WTV Live Network, where we're at our second part of our doubleheader coverage. We saw the girls team go before this, and they had an excellent win over Omaha South. And now the boys. My name's Ryan Kelly, Ben Kaufman, my dear friend here in the broadcast booth. We have a great matchup here tonight at Jim Tangdahl Court. A great way to get out of the house in this cold weather, Ben. The cold weather's back in Omaha, and I do not like it.
Me either. I was hoping maybe a little bit for a cold day or a late start today. Didn't happen, but here we are. We're playing some great basketball today.
Gosh, yeah, late start would have been nice. 2-hour late start as well. I could sleep in 2 extra hours. But let's take a look. Start our KB pregame show, Westside's past schedule. We're going to take a look at 4 games. 2 of which are from the Metro Holiday Tournament. Creighton Prep, a big win for Omaha Westside, taking down their rival Creighton Prep in the Birdcage. Bellevue West, they lost to Bellevue West, a big-time loss for them there. In that game, that Westside team just looked very off. Elkhorn South, they came back here. That was on the WTV Live Network. You can watch all replays there. And Westside just went in dominant and took care of Elkhorn South. And now Rockford Auburn at the MLK Classic in Council Bluffs, Iowa. This team just went out and dominated against an out-of-state team because they're from Illinois. But Ben, what have you seen so far? I mean, obviously that's just 4 games out of this entire season so far. But what are just some things that have stood out to you so far in this past schedule?
They've really been looking great. We're seeing a lot of younger guys come out and play well. Tyson Oddbody, Carson Healy, those guys have been electric so far throughout the season. And then you have some seniors really showing up. Kevin Stubblefield put 26 on Rockford Auburn, which, 26 in high school basketball, that's hard.
Yeah, that was definitely way over his average points per game, which is definitely a big thing. Let's take a look now. Omaha South's past 4 games. They played Papio La Vista twice, and all 4 of those are losses. So this team, is not dominant at all coming into this matchup, Ben. But this team only 2 victories so far on the season, 8 losses. Not the best game, or not the best season for this team at all.
Mm. So you look at the matchups, and they're not just like your average loss. A lot of them are more than 10 points. So they're not keeping it close, but you're seeing a very young program take shape. A young head coach in Ben Gilliand, and you gotta remember that this is a team that has 5 state championships in the past, with the most recent one in 2020. And after losing a long-time head coach, sometimes you just kind of fall off a little bit. But it's good to see a program back on track. Last year they had 3 wins, and so far this year they have 2. So even getting 2 more wins on the season, that's an improvement for them.
Let's talk about transfers here, Ben. As you kind of highlighted in one of your stories, a few of your past basketball stories on Westside Wired, Ricky Lofton, key player to this Westside team. He transferred from Omaha South. Do you want to talk about him real quick?
Yeah, Ricky's a starter for Westside. I believe he started 2 years at South. I talked to Coach Simons yesterday before the game. He said there isn't a whole lot of emotions for Ricky coming into this game. A lot of his coaches they're not there. A lot of the players that he played with, they're not there. So it's really for him, it's coming in, it's every day. It's just coming to work, you show up, and you fight, and hopefully you can come out with a win.
We're kind of talking about some of these coaches and players are not guys he saw at Omaha South. Now, kind of the rebuilding of this program. This team, 5 state titles, one in 2016 and 2019 being the most recent, and they made it to the semifinals in 2020. 4 years ago, Ben. That's been kind of a long time. In 2020, 4 years ago. COVID-19 was 4 years ago, but this team's rebuilding, Ben. This coach, I talked to him just here minutes ago. He's just trying to rebuild this team and kind of build his program back up. 4 years has been a while since their last state appearance. So, this is just another game for them here tonight.
Yeah, and just having 2 wins on the season, that doesn't mean you can't stop trying. Every day you gotta show up, you gotta fight hard in practice, and you gotta work. And we're seeing that now with a lot of these young guys. It's a young team, very young team from everywhere. All the coaches are very young, and we're seeing a lot of leaders emerge on this young team.
Well, we're going to meet the starting lineups for the Omaha South Packers and the Omaha Westside Warriors. We're going to hand it off to our PA announcer, and we'll be back with more of the KB pregame show.
6-foot senior number 1, Keegan Kimball. At 6'3", junior number 4, Jaden Phillip for Arcade Spear. At forward, a 6'3", junior number 10, Lewis O'Reilly. And at forward, a 6'3", freshman number 35, Jameer Davis. The Packers are coached by head coach Ben Gilliland, assisted by Tom Carney, Jeff Gutzman, Randall Kruger, Travis Cantu, Eric Miller, and Rob Johnson. And now, here's our starting lineup for your Westside Warriors. Starting the guard, the 6'3" senior, number 1, Ricky Lofton. And another guard, the 6' senior, number 2, Taylor Banning. That guard, the 6'1" senior, number 4, C.J. Mitchell. That guard, the 6' senior, number 12, Alex Anderson. And the man in the middle, 6'7" junior, number 33, how about his buddy, Tyson Anthony. The Warriors are coached by head coach Jim Simons.
And there are the starting lineups for your Omaha Westside Warriors and Omaha South Packers. It's time to play basketball here at Jim Tangdahl Court. Case missed it. My name is Ryan Kelly. Alongside me here tonight, Ben Kaufman. Ben, another matchup here inside of Jim Tangdahl Court. Cold night out here in Omaha, as many fans are packing here into Jim Tangdahl Court to seek the warmth and some Warrior basketball.
Yeah, you know, it's great that this game's played inside. I was walking in here, I was frozen, but you know, I'm in here, I'm ready to watch these guys play.
Oddbody and King at the tip, and it'll be Warrior basketball to start this one out. Anderson over the corner for 3, and it's good!
Already starting off hot. That's what we've seen all year from the Warriors.
Gosh, talk about this here. Maddox Anderson starting this one off hot. And South is just trying to get past this Warrior defense.
Yeah, and the Warriors have been playing very good defense all year. You got C.J. Mitchell. He's not undersized, but he's your average guard size. He's really been shooting very well. He's been defending very well, and he's just an all-around fantastic player. But you look at the starting lineup for the Warriors, and one of their key pieces is missing. There's no Kevin Stubblefield, and that's a very important piece of this team. He put up 26 on Rockford Auburn. Oh, through the contact, Caleb Benning.
Benning for 2, making 5 now. But keep talking about Kevin Stubblefield here. He's not in the lineup tonight, but I mean, they play Papio La Vista South tomorrow, so I mean, it could be a good move there from Coach Simons. And there's 2 there for South, but
yeah, you know, you got to rest your guys, and especially a guy like Kevin who's
Lofton for 3.
Wow. You know,
oh my goodness.
You gotta at some point you gotta rest your guys, especially like someone like Kevin, who's been fighting through a lot of contact all year. He's playing inside very well. But you know, tonight they're playing a 8-2 or a 2-8 team, and you know, you want to see your younger guys and see how they play too.
A little bit of miscommunication, and that one's going to go out into the red shield. The Warrior basketball, 6:24 left to go. I mean, this Warrior team started off hot.
Yeah, 8 points already for the Warriors. That's just everyday work for them. That's what they've been doing all year.
There's Mitchell trying to get that one up. Second time, hit his own rebound. Kind of jumping around there in the paint. Long pass over there.
And there's Mitchell defending again. He's just been electric at it all year.
That one off the top of the hoop. Mitchell bringing this one back down and get tripped up there, and there's a foul.
Foul.
It's the first against the Packers, their first of the night. That's on Keegan Kimball. Keegan Kimball, a key player to this game, a 6'1" senior, averages 10.4 points a game, Ben. So he's a guy to watch out for here on that Packers team. But
yeah, and there's a couple of guys to look out for on this South team. You have Ooh, through the contact.
CJ Mitchell once again, and there's a timeout
Yeah,
by the Packers. 12-2, 10-point lead so far for this Warrior team. Ben, this team started off hot. Just what are some things you've liked, or some things you've liked so far and disliked so far from both teams? It's still kind of early on, but
yeah. I'm liking that the Warriors are really just starting off hot. The shooting is starting very early, which for this team, it's a little bit of what I call Simon's ball. You find the open guy, and if he has a shot, he takes it. And whether that's Lofton, Mitchell, Benning, Oddbody, or Anderson, those guys are all shooters. They don't have anybody on that team who can't shoot. And for the Packers, you kind of just got to play your own game. Try and get it to your pace, slow it down a little bit, and pass the ball off nicely, and see if you can drive the baseline or drive it inside and just make it to the hoop. It all starts there.
Something I like that their coach said is that this team will not be a victory for them, but this team's going to still go out there and try, and they're just trying to get, or one of their kind of keys to the game actually was they're just trying to rebuild this program here, but they just want to take strides. This game will be a stride for this team. They're going to try to get up. Now there's Mitchell. That one's up and in.
Awesome. That was a fantastic turnover. Same thing he's been doing all year.
Wide open hoop for CJ Mitchell. As the Packers going to try to make something happen here.
Driving inside.
Kind of double man defense there. 2-on-1 as Lofton bringing this one back down. Up and in.
Yes.
It's good.
Ricky Lofton just scored on his former team.
He went from coast to coast there.
Yeah.
Jeez. Lofton already 5 points so far in this game. 16-2 the score.
Really hot start for the Warriors.
There's Keegan Kimball trying to make something happen here off to Jamar Davis. Davis off to Lewis Hodley. There's King. King going to drive into the paint, and there's a foul.
Yep. All right, 25, Carson Healy, and 5, Donnie Barnfield coming in for the Warriors. And number 2, Aiden Carlson for the Packers coming in.
Talk about Donnie Barfield. He's just a sophomore on this team. Another appearance out here on the court. We've seen him quite a bit this season.
Donnie's really been emerging as, one of those young guys, a 6th man or 7th man they can really rely on when they don't have Stubblefield in. He's coming in 6th man like tonight. But really he's just been playing to his own game this year.
Barfield going to try to get that one up and try to get the and one.
Barfield going to the line, and I'd say he's been a pretty successful free throw shooter all year. The Warriors have been really, really pretty good from the line, and
Barfield missed that first shot there from the charity stripe. 4:20 left on the clock. Barfield to go 1 for 2. Again, something about this Warrior team here is just that drive that they're going to keep having up to the hoop. That's one thing that this Omaha South team is going to want to try to contain as best as they can. There's Kimball. Jump up there, will bounce out.
Rebound Packers.
No good.
Up and out again.
Barfield over
up
to
Lofton.
Lofton. Mitchell for 3. No good.
Ooh.
Up to Barfield, and it's in. Great rebound there by.
That was fantastic.
Donnie Barfield once again.
Steal.
Barfield going to take that one up and into the hoop. No good. It'll send him to the line.
Little Euro on that. Something you like to see from these young guys. They're very skilled. I talked to Coach Simons about it. They got guys who play AAU in the summer. They're playing club. They're staying prepared all year.
Barfield's first shot will not be good off that front iron. So far, Ben, 19-2. Omaha South has been unable to answer. Barfield go 1 for 2 once again, 2 for 4 overall. So, I mean, from the line.
Not great tonight. That's something you'd like to see the Warriors to improve on throughout the year.
That one out of bounds off the Packers, almost off the PA announcer. Let's see. Mitchell check this one in here. Mitchell off the bending over to Lofton in the corner, over to Barfield. Barfield going to drive over, off to Healy at the top of the key. And it's good! Carson Healy for 3.
Another one of those young guys who we've seen show out again.
There's Caleb Benning going to steal that one there, up and in. Make that 25 and
25-2.
Timeout by the Packers.
Talk about a hot start. Same thing we've seen all year from the Warriors, but tonight it's just.
So far, this Warrior rebound game has been kind of on point, but we're going to take a quick break here on the WTV Live Network. We're going to be back here momentarily. Welcome you back to the WTV Live Network, where the Warriors lead 25-2 over the Omaha South Packers. Ben, this game has been entirely Westside. We've seen quite a few players. Donnie Barfield really made a name for himself out here on the court. We saw him go to the stripe 2 times, trying to get the and one, but no good. Carson Healy, another name out there, and Caleb Benning. So this has kind of been all over.
I mean, that's what we're going to see from this Warrior team throughout the year, going into the state tournament. When their guys start getting winded, it's a deep team. You know,
Healy.
Tyson, you got guys like Tyson Oddbody who can shoot.
Oddbody for 3,
Just like
and
that.
it's good. 3 points for Tyson Oddbody.
Yeah, this team is very good. They're very deep, and this is the year I think that they're looking to make a deep push in the playoffs.
Omaha South just trying to get back to Westside side of the court. In the pass there, into the paint will be picked up by Healy. Healy take this one back down over to Benning. Benning off to Oddbody in the corner. Gonna drive there and up and in and one for Carson Healy.
And Healy goes to the line. We'll see if he can hit his one.
Great game here for Westside to kind of practice their free throws from the line. So, I mean.
Yeah, and then for the Packers, we see Sean King and Keegan Kimball come in. And those are two of their guys that have been really pretty decent throughout the year despite their record.
Tight press here by the Warriors. Kimball going to try to take this one down under pressure. And Benning will take that one up here. There's Healy. Up and in. 33-2. Carson Healy, 8 points now on the night.
Yeah, and that's what we're going to see all year. That's what we have been seeing.
Tight defense there by the Warriors. Packers trying to get something to happen here. Only 2 points so far this entire period. And this tight defense, this Warrior defense has been on point this evening.
There's another steal from them.
Another easy steal. There's Healy. Going to try to make something happen there. It'll be picked up there by Kimball.
Kimball driving.
Kimball going to drive up there. Good for 2 from
in for the Packers, yeah.
Keegan Kimball. As Benning will take this one down for the Warriors. There's Oddbody in the near side for 3. No good.
Keegan Kimball on that rebound again.
Little floater there. No good. That's
in and out.
Maurice Cantu.
Ooh. Hard foul.
Anderson trying to make something happened there.
Hard foul, Maddox Anderson, but he's a guy you can take contact. He's a tough player, and it'll send him to the line.
He fell hard.
Yeah, but you got Campbell, so a lot of these guys are going to get hit hard. Same thing in football too. I mean, ask Caleb Benning about it, but they're going to be able to get back up just because of Westside's great program.
All right, we'll see number 10, Emery Geddick, check in, excuse me. Just a sophomore on this varsity team.
Yeah, another young guy that the Warriors can hopefully depend on really pushing down the stretch later in the season.
Under a minute left to go here in the first period. Warriors 35-4.
And CJ Mitchell came back in too, so hopefully we're gonna try and see maybe some shots from three.
There's Barfield. Mitchell up and in.
Yep.
Make that 37.
Yeah, we've been seeing great guard play from Mitchell all year. Just a very, very, very good ball handler, and he's just been shooting well too. And you can drive into the paint very well and just lay it up and in for the Warriors.
Packers finally make it back here to the Warriors side. Shot clock just at 15. That one trying to go up and in, no good. There's Barfield. Drive into the paint will be no good.
Ooh,
up by
Geddick,
Geddick.
second effort.
Alley-oop as that one's in. There's Kimball trying to get past the Warriors shot there. No good off the front iron, and that's the end of the first period. 39-4 the score. Ben, let's just get a quick kind of recap here of this first quarter.
Yeah, the Warriors came out hot, and the Packers, they tried to respond, but 4 points out of a young team. And Westside, they had all their guys going. Ricky Lofton, Caleb Benning, CJ Mitchell, Donnie Barfield, all those guys got active. We saw Maddox Anderson start off hot with a three, and Tyson Oddbody really helped out with the Warriors 3-2. And they've really taken over this game, even though it's early.
Now another question for you, Ben. Omaha South, 39-4 the score. What can you do to just try to, it's been really hard for this team to get past this Warrior defense. That press they've been playing is just unplayable for this Omaha South team. So what can you do if you're Omaha South to try to get past this?
You can't let it get in your head. We hear it all the time. The score is always 0-0. You always have to give your best effort. You always have to play your best, even if it's against a better team. It doesn't matter. You're still coming out and you're still trying to put points on the board. And to see the Warrior defense really lock them up with that press. They've been playing fantastic all year. So it really becomes a question for the Packers. How do you not get in your own head, and how do you get past that press?
Yeah, this Packer team, they have quite a few players that they're going to keep out. We're going to see Sean King still out there, as well as Lewis Hodley, as well as Keegan Kimball. So we'll see if they can put a few more up here, but
yeah, we'll see if they have a better start to the second period than they did the first. But
a quick pause here for some popcorn spillage there on the sideline. See athletic director Tom Kirkman come out with the broom and push it all away. As Keegan Kimball going to try to make something happen here, going to try to push into the paint. Packers. There's that tight defense there. Maddox Anderson just really pushing them away. Shot clock at 10, running out of time. That one's up and off the iron. And he picked up there by Lofton.
And Westside's playing in transition again.
Long pass there from Lofton to Benning. That one up and no good.
And we've seen Westside play in transition throughout the year and throughout this game especially. We saw last game Kevin Stubblefield put 26, and a lot of them were on transition. These guys are fantastic passers, and they're great at finding each other for open looks.
There's Benning in the corner for three, and
Just
it's
like
good! Caleb Benning for three.
Yeah, and that's the evolution of Simon's ball. I think they've been shooting better and better every year, and they've just been fantastic this year.
Yeah, there's quite a few three-pointers on, and I've kind of lost track here, but 42-4 the score. Kimball working his way into the paint. That one up, and there's a whistle. And
That'll send Keegan Kimball to the line. That's 2 on Ricky Lofton. But you know, in this game it's really a question of how much longer are we going to see him. I think we're going to see a lot of younger guys, a lot of more inexperienced guys come in this game soon.
yeah, 42-5 the score. Make that 6. Lofton over to Anderson. Anderson looks going to drive into the paint. That one's going to hold and fall. As Kimball pass that one off to Holdley. Drive up and down. Clean up in aisle 3.
Offensive foul on the Packers. That was a hard hit. You know, but he really did a good job of standing his ground there, getting himself in a position to take that foul.
Yeah, Warrior basketball here now. As Lofton off to Benning, over to Oddvadi. Benning gonna try to drive through. Over to Mitchell. Mitchell looks back out to Benning. Maddox up and in. A little floater there from Maddox Anderson. 44-6.
Maddox Anderson had 10 points in their game against Rockford Auburn, and he's been another guy. You love to see even the seniors that haven't really been starting, but they've been in the rotation throughout their high school career. You know, you want them to succeed, and that's what he's been doing a lot this year.
There's a travel there now on the Packers, but I want to talk about some of those away games, Ben. As you know, I believe there's one more. Correct me if I'm wrong. One more game against Denver East in Grand Island.
I believe you're right.
But those away games are nice games too. And we saw the girls basketball team. There's Lofton for 3, no good. But we saw the girls team. They went to Phoenix, Arizona, and they had quite a run over in Arizona. But those away games are fun against teams in other states, especially in big cities like Denver, Illinois. I'm not sure exactly where Rockford Auburn is from.
Yeah, Illinois.
But it's a great opportunity for a team in Nebraska to try to see how they stand nationally. That one, no good. Will roll around, and there's Mitchell. Mitchell going to lay that one up, no good. Mitchell will go down.
Yeah, we've seen a lot of these non-conference games for the Warriors in the past couple of years, I think.
Often trying to get that one in. No good, but he'll get the foul.
Yep. And these non-conference games, you know, they really help you. You have a little bit of film on the other team has a little bit of film on you, but for the Warriors, all these guys, they all play in the summer, they all play AAU, and with that comes experience of what do you do when you have a team that you just don't know what they're going to do. And you kind of just got to play your own game. You got to stick to your fundamentals, and throughout the game you got to kind of keep advancing yourself and keep pushing yourself to adjust to what the other team's going to do.
Yeah, now there's Lofton at the line for the Warriors. That one will be good. All right, we'll see a few new guys come out here for the Warriors. That's Emery Geddick, Donnie Barfield, and Carson Healy. And Raymond Ware for the Packers.
Yeah, and all these young guys that are coming in, Carson Healy, Emery Geddick, they're young guys, and they're not starting on a team that's very deep, but they're getting a lot of good minutes, and that's what you want to see. And tonight, it's just an opportunity for them to get experience.
Up and in there from Sean King. Make that 8 points now for the Omaha South Packers. It's Lofton going to take this one down, drive through the paint, and looking for the and one, but be no good. We'll send him to the line now.
Yeah, that sends Ricky Lofton to the line again.
It's the Packers' third foul now. 4 minutes and 20 seconds left to go now.
It's
Lofton will
one.
sink that one there.
And let's see. Hits the second.
2 for 2 for Lofton.
Yeah, and that's something you want to see for the Warriors.
Yeah, kind of going off what you said there, Ben. As the season continues, this team just wants to drill those 3-pointers there. So those free shots there. If you can drill those and get those down to a T, that'll pay off in the state tournament.
Yeah, threes are a huge part of
Barfield,
basketball.
no
Off
good.
the backboard, almost
My goodness.
had a poster. That would have been fantastic, but they'll send them to the line. Yeah, these threes have really been a part of basketball. Not only at the high school level, we've been seeing a lot of three-point shooters in college and in the NBA really show up, and it's just a part of the game now. And this team's adapting. They've adapted very well over the past couple of years. We've had a lot of three-point shooters coming in and out. C.J. Mitchell, and you're seeing Maddox Anderson and Tyson Oddbody. Those guys really heating it up from beyond the arc.
Make that 50 points now here in the first half of play. So far, still obviously very Warrior dominant. That one up there from Maurice Cantu. And Mitchell will step out of play, and it'll be Packer basketball.
Yeah, I've been watching number 11 Maurice Cantu a little bit throughout this game. He's really been great in the paint so far, as much as the score can tell. But you know, the Warriors have been really great defensively, even without one of their bigger. I mean, on the positionless team, you could call him a forward, but one of their bigger guys, Kevin Stubblefield, they've been really good at defending in the paint.
Here's Kimball. Off to Marshall. Marshall going to get that one up and in.
You're seeing a full court press now from South.
Let's see how the Warriors can play against that full court press from South. Lofton off to Barfield. Barfield for three, no good.
Off the rim. Rebound again, Maurice Cantu.
Kimball. That's off to Ware. Ware off to the
target. He had space on him. And Sean King, he's a pretty fast guy. I've been watching him too throughout the game, and he's one of the guys that I came in and I was like, I think he was going to compete pretty well, and so far he's been one of their leading scorers tonight.
There's Benning in the corner for three, and that's good. Three for Caleb Benning, his 10th point on the night.
Yeah, these guys are starting out early.
There's Ware once again. Check that Cantu. 2 points there for Cantu as Barfield off to Geddick for three. That one's good. Emery Geddick for three. Back-to-back threes from the Warriors, his 5th point here on the night.
Yeah, and that's just another evolution of what we've seen throughout the past seasons. These guys are great from three. I'm going to say it a lot tonight because they're going to keep shooting. And, you know, if these shots are coming in, why change anything up?
Marshall off Geddick's hand will be saved by Barfield as Geddick will take this one back down. Off to Benning. Benning looking around, finds Geddick at the top of the key. That one no good.
In and out for Emery Geddick. Could have been back-to-back threes for him, but
as Ware was trying to make that happen there, but charge call there.
Now in for the Warriors, number 33, Tyson Edwin.
We'll see Oddbody now checking back in for the Warriors.
Yeah, Oddbody's a guy who's been great from the start of the season. Just another one of those rotational guys that you've really been paying attention to with his size and once again, his ability to shoot from the three. And he's really been just fantastic for the Warriors. He's been playing in the paint really well. He's a lot stronger than he was last year. And, yeah, he's making a name for himself as a Warrior.
There's Kimball trying to get past Oddbody. King looks, will try to get past Barfield, and he'll go down.
Physical defense from the Warriors, and you love to see it, even though the scoreboard, they're up by 42. And you just can't stop. You can never stop trying. The score is always 0-0. No matter what it really is, no matter what it reflects you, no matter who the guys are that you have in, you always have to play your hardest, and that's what these two teams are doing.
King trying to make something happen there. Kimball, little jumper there. That one no good.
No good.
It's Kimball working past Barfield. Clock under a minute. 3-point there, no good. Trying to get the rebound up, and that's shot for two.
Shooting foul on shooting foul for the Warriors.
On Tyson Oddbody, and we'll see Jameer Davis shooting two at the line. Again, folks, 46.8 seconds left to go.
We'll see if the Warriors can maybe score quick and get another before we go into halftime.
Yeah, don't go away, folks. At halftime, we'll have live video here of the Warrior dance team doing their halftime performance as they prepare to head to Florida for nationals. Davis
second.
Clock now under
We'll
40.
see.
There's
Quick
Geddick
offense.
up, and there's a foul. Whistle will blow. It's on Davis once again. Geddick will be now at the line.
We'll see
Shooting two.
Yeah, let's see how the young guy can shoot from the line. Hits one. And that's something you want the Warriors to really improve on throughout the season. If they get into a close game with Millard North or Creighton Prep, and they're getting fouled, can they hit those and they need them.
Geddick will go 1 for 2. Now we'll see a new guy out in the corner who faced for us here tonight. Ashton Matoyer, number 11. As King will try to make something happen there. Davis will try to get that one back up and will rebound it for a third-time ball on the ground, waiting for the jump ball. And there's the jump ball. 15 seconds left to go. No shot clock, folks, as trying to make something happen here. A bit of a
15.6 seconds left on the clock, and it looks like Sean King getting up, grimacing a little bit. He could be having a little trouble. I saw him land a little bit on his knee, and
hope he's all right, but
yeah.
The Warrior basketball. Healy off to Anderson. Anderson, the drive up
7
and
seconds.
in.
Quick
Another
offense.
two. Make it his 9th point here for Anderson. Long shot there, no good. Will Ben, 59-15 to score. What a game so far.
Yeah.
Been very Westside dominant this entire game. There's not been much action from Omaha South. Just talk about Westside here. Some things you've liked and disliked.
They've been scoring very well, and we've seen it all year. They've been shooting from the three very well. The passes are on point. The defense is fantastic. Their press is just looking unstoppable. And something I don't like, they haven't been very great from the line, but that's something we've seen all year. It's something they got to keep working on in practice.
I can definitely agree with you there, Ben. And now Omaha South, 59-15. I mean, not a great score at all. What do you think their coach is saying in the locker room right now? Because, I mean, it's just a stride. They're trying to go by strides here. So what's your just kind of thoughts on Omaha South? And we'll hand this off here to the Warrior dance team.
You got to keep playing your game. I bet that's what their head coach Ben Gilliam is saying right now. You just got to keep playing your own game. You got to keep to yourself.
Well, we're going to come back here momentarily after the Warrior dancing, but we're going to step away here. We'll be back here momentarily.
Sparkles. Thank you, guys. Well, this time, if you are a member of the Junior Warriors, please make your way down to center court. Come on, boys.
Welcome back to the WTV Live Network. After the break, Warriors still lead 59-15. We'll see both teams coming back out onto the courts to warm up, but this has just been Westside's game, Ben. I mean, there's not much else you can say.
Yeah, you know, I told you a little bit about it during the break, but you want to see a lot of these young guys get a little more involved too. You want to see some guys. I mean, obviously, you want to see John Van Gelder get in there.
Some of your fan favorites.
Yeah, a couple of those fan favorites get in there. JVG, obviously, but you've been seeing scoring all over for these guys. You want to see Trell Snoddy get in there. You want everybody to get a piece of the action. We've seen Ashton Matoyer so far in the first half, but later down the stretch, the Warriors, we could see some of these relief guys coming in, and you know, they're fan favorites to very much light up this gym.
We're just a minute away here to go. Ben, just what else is there really to expect from, you know, Omaha Westside? I mean, obviously Westside, we didn't talk about it in the KB pregame show, but you know, they play Pepe La Vista South tomorrow. Just kind of what do you think, or what are just some thoughts on that game tomorrow?
Pepe La Vista South, that's a good team, and they're resting one of their starters, Kevin Stubblefield, tonight, especially for that game. And you see that, and you just see a team that's prepared, and you just see a team that wants to go out and win. Like tonight, 59-15. That's a team that comes out. They play hot, and they want to start early, and they want to keep putting points on the board.
I'm kind of like looking at the rest of the season, Ben, for this Westside team. I mean, there's lots of games up to play. Obviously, they're traveling to Grand Island for the Heartland Hoops. For that series of games, but there's lots of time left in this season. I mean, we're just January 19th. I mean, January is kind of flying by. But, I mean, there's still lots of time left until March, until teams head down to the Pinnacle Bank Arena in Lincoln. I mean, just what's kind of next for this Warrior team, you think?
Well, they have another hard game against Millard North on the 23rd, and you want to see them come out of that with a win. And they're playing all these games at home. All their really hard games are at home, and you just want them to come out. You want them to start really putting these points up, and you want to see these young guys getting in there.
On behalf of the WTV Live crew, we do apologize for the cancellations of games, and we got covered them. We should have an updated schedule eventually here on Westside Wire on Twitter. That ball right into the stands.
Yeah, that
probably some miscommunication there.
Yeah, that almost sent a heater right into Sean Campbell, so that's not something you want to see, but he's okay.
Watch out for the trainer.
Yeah, he keeps these guys ready.
There's Trell Snoddy trying to get that one up. Another face out here, Trell Snoddy.
Another one of those young guys you like to see getting in the game.
Making his debut this evening. That one's up and in from Kimball. As Kimball will take this one back down.
Yeah, and South's put up 2 so far in this third period, but it's a better start than they came out with at the start of the game, and they've been a lot better throughout. I think the passing has definitely got better, but they just need to drive the hoop more.
King trying to get that one up. Barfield will bring it back down for the Warriors. Gonna get tripped up there. Oddbody gonna try to grab the ball. As King will go down. Will be Warrior basketball.
Yeah, and that's another thing. Westside has a lot of size on their team. I mean, Tyson Oddbody himself is he's 6'7", and then so shooting over him and shooting over a guy like Carson Hill at the same time, that's hard.
Talk about it here, running clock. So, I mean, that will kind of bring up my question here for you, Ben. How far do you think Westside can go with this score?
Obviously, you kind of want to see a 100 bomb, but
62-19 right now. I think we could get
You could
easily
get
into
there.
the 70s.
Oh yeah, for sure. I think we can get in the 70s, maybe into the 80s. 100 would be nice, but from that, second effort,
Really trying to get
third
that one
effort.
make that a third.
The rebounding tonight has been fantastic for the Warriors too.
Anderson for 3, no good. That one will go
Oh,
off of the Packers. Oh my goodness.
high IQ play. That was a very, very high IQ play.
He'll throw that one off of a Packer, and Terrell Snoddy will inbound here. Again, clock still running. No shot clock either, so we'll be out of here pretty quick this evening.
Yeah, and that's kind of what we expected coming into the night. Westside is 9-3, and South is 2-8, and with wins over Buena Vista. And
Barfield for 3.
in Buena Vista, that's a team that's freshmen and sophomores. So you can't really expect a whole lot out of this young team coming in for a highly ranked matchup against Westside.
Kimball off to King. Over to Hoadley. That one right to Healy. So bring this one down.
Transition basketball.
Off the Barfield will go out the baseline. The Packer basketball. We'll see Geddick, John Van Gelder, and number 11 Ashton Matoyer checking in, the fan favorite.
JVG is in the game, everybody.
Reminds me of the fan favorite Charlie Bloom
Yeah, I remember Charlie Bloom 2020 season.
with the goggles.
Yeah, that was an experience to get in the. I was here for a pack game.
Gosh, I remember that game, Omaha South. First game I called on the WTV Live Network, and that one in.
And one.
Donnie Barfield, 67-19.
Yeah, and I remember so I was my sophomore year being here for a pack game in pack game at home against Creighton Prep, and
Oh, I remember that.
Charlie Bloom got in and just that's the loudest I've ever seen this place. It was amazing.
Shot there from Barfield, no good. Clock just under 2:30 and counting. Packers are going to try to add anything they can. Bit of a fight there. Get that one up. That will be on number 10 for the Warriors.
Yeah, and we're starting to see this young core for the Warriors really take shape right now.
There's Kimball trying to drive, and he's stopped there by Matoyer. Geddick will pick that one up. Over to Barfield. Barfield up and in the paint, no good.
Rebound Keegan Kimball.
Yeah, Kimball up, no good. As Matoyer will grab that one there. Snoddy over to Geddick. Geddick
Ooh, that's a
take a hit to the face. There will go the whistle. Minute 25 and counting.
Yeah, but that was a hard hit, but it's all about how you get up and how you go to the line.
That one, Isaiah Ruffin. First one will be good for Geddick. Make that 68. And we're under a minute to go. Make that 69-19 the score, and we're under a minute to go. Packers slowing it down a bit here, just trying to make the shots that they can.
Yeah, and that's one team that
There's Canoe up, no
one thing that
good.
teams have really struggled to do against Westside.
And 2 rebound will be good.
A lot of teams have really struggled to just slow down.
Check that Hoadley. Geddick for three, no good.
Yeah, Westside plays very fast-paced basketball. They focus a
King,
lot in transition.
foul. All right, I can definitely agree to that there, Ben. And now,
Yeah, they play a lot in transition. They play very fast, and for teams like Omaha South, you just kind of want to slow down. You want to play your own game.
it's the end of the third period here as we will begin the fourth period with free throws there from King. We'll go into the break after his few shots here.
Hits the
It'll be
second.
up and in.
Sean King.
69-22 the
too.
score. We're going to take a quick break here on the WTV Live Network. We'll be back here after this short break. Welcome you back to the WTV Live Network. Warriors lead 69-22 as we head into the fourth period of play here at Jim Tengdahl Court. Another 8 minutes left to go. Again, folks, we'll have a running clock, no shot clock, so just 8 more minutes left to play.
Yeah, and 8 more minutes of Warrior basketball, and they've just looked amazing tonight. They've looked unstoppable.
Yeah, going against a 2-8 Omaha South Packer team, they've been able to throw 69-22. So, I mean, it's been a pretty quick game here tonight. Only 8:02.
Ooh.
That one will go out.
That was another hard foul for Carson Healy. He got hit a little bit in the head right there. Sends him to the line.
Healy will be shooting 2. That one up and in. All right, Ben, 7 minutes, 20 seconds left. So score is 70-22.
Yeah.
What do you think?
It'd take a lot for Omaha South, especially against this team right now. But
There's Kimball. Lots of speed there. That one tripped up and in. Totally. Great play there by the JVG for 3. No
almost.
good. Can I say it? Kimball trying to make something happen here. He's going to hand that one off to King. King up and in.
And one.
And one.
That's a bright spot on this 2-8 team. He's been playing at a pretty high level all year despite this team's record. I mean, that's a guy who can score a lot of buckets right there. In for the Warriors, Ashton Matoyer, a senior. I mean, he's been on this team. He has a lot of experience, and a lot of the guys see him as a leader.
It'll be Warrior basketball here. It's just 6 minutes left to go. There's Snotty. Over to John Van Gelder in the corner for 3. No good. Lots of disappointment from him there. That one up and no good. Trying to rebound, but Barfield will grab that one there. Going to go out on the baseline there.
Ashton Matoyer kind of looked like he dribbled it off the front of his hand there.
We have to see a John Van Gelder 3 tonight.
I would like to. I would like to see John score some points. That's a hard-working guy right there. He's been showing out for I want to say 2 years on this Warrior team. He's been sitting on the bench, and now he gets his moment in the sun.
Just like Charlie Bloom a few years ago at the Omaha South game. I think he missed the final shot. If I remember that correctly. Kimball trying to get that one up, slapped away. Barfield will bring this one down. Barfield drives up the paint, no good.
And yeah, the Westside's really had these guys for a couple of years.
There's Kimball for a 3, and it's good.
That can really just kind of, they're all team players. They can kind of show out for their teammates, and they've just been.
There's Snoddy for a 3, no good.
Working in all year, like Charlie Bloom. Fan favorites.
Another foul on the Packers. Emery Geddick will go to the line. We're about 4:15 left now.
Yeah, the line for the Packers, number 25,
25 and 11 make.
For about 4 minutes left in the game right now.
Yeah, just under 4 minutes to go here as South trying to come back here.
In and out again for South.
Rebound there as Snoddy will pick that one up. Snoddy off to Geddick. Over to Barfield for 3. No good. Geddick. Over to Matoyer. Van Gelder for 3. And John Van Gelder for 3!
And this place just lit up.
Oh my goodness, folks. South will retaliate back with a little jumper there. 75-32 the score. Could we see another John Van Gelder 3? I think the stands just shook.
I'm sure you heard it from us here up in the booth, but that's something you just like to see.
Diggins went for himself in there for 2.
Just a little bit of a Euro from him. That was fantastic to see.
Long pass there and up and in for Carlson. There's going to be a timeout here taken. Timeout by the Packers. We're going to take a quick break here on the WTV Live Network. We'll be back here momentarily. Back to the WTV Live Network where the Warriors still lead 77-34 as we just saw a John Van Gelder 3-pointer. I'm still in disbelief.
You know, I expected it coming into the night. I knew John would play. I knew a lot of these younger guys. I knew a lot of these guys that didn't have a lot of experience coming in. I knew they'd play, and it's just something you love to see. A lot of these fan favorites getting a lot of time.
Well, folks, 2 minutes, 30 seconds here. Geddick for 3. No good. Rebound will be off and out the baseline. Warriors could easily put up 80 here, Ben. So we're just 2 minutes and 15 left to go.
Yeah, I think they're going to make it to 80. We're just about 2 minutes, and the Warriors they're still moving. They don't show any signs of slowing down. South's just trying to put up buckets now, and the Warriors are trying to kind of retaliate, get these new guys some shots.
Geddick gonna steal that one up there. Coast to coast. Geddick! Oh my goodness. Emery
You just saw a sign from the bench. Dunk it, and
some
he just
future
rang
potential
that
here at
down.
Omaha Westside. Emery Geddick, just a sophomore, slams that one into the hoop. As we're just a minute and 30 left to go.
Ooh.
Clock will keep running here. Now minute 15. Now there's a foul on Geddick. That'll be Isaiah Ruffin shooting for 2 as the clock will get to a minute remaining.
This is the first one. It's 1 out of 2.
Yeah, go 1 for 2 there now as just under 40 seconds here. There's Matoyer up
Ashton
and
Matoyer
in.
fighting through some contact to put the ball in the hoop there.
81-35.
Remember, no shot clock for the Warriors.
That one
They can
up
take it
off the top of the hoop
They
as
can hold the ball
Barfield
for the rest of the
taking this
game.
one back down. Open hoop, Donnie
Big again!
Back-to-back dunks from sophomores on this team. 15 seconds left to go.
John Van Gelder has the ball.
5 seconds left to go. JVG, John Van Gelder, sitting down here for the last shot. And he's going to hold on to it here.
Would have loved to
There's
see
your
him to shoot
final
that.
score, folks, 83-35. What a game for the Omaha Westside Warriors. They'll take on Pepio La Vista South tomorrow. Ben, great game for Westside and Omaha South, but Westside will just stay dominant. Just what are your final thoughts here before we go to the Time 42 player of the game?
Westside just dominated this game. They started off hot, and they just kept going. And South just couldn't keep up. The Warriors just kept scoring, even without one of their starters, Kevin Stubblefield. They just kept going.
Well, folks, there you have it, 83-35 the score. We're going to take a quick break here, and we'll be back with the Time 42 player of the game. Good evening, folks. My name is Ryan Kelly here with our Time 42 player of the game, Ricky Lofton. Ricky, 83-35. Just how did it feel tonight?
Oh, it felt great. We just came into this game ready, and yeah, it was a fun game.
Now, you're old school. You played Omaha South. Just kind of what was the mindset going into that? Any kind of, just what are your thoughts about that?
The mindset was just apply pressure and just be ready for what comes next. We were just having fun today, man. That's all.
Papillion La Vista South tomorrow. Just what's kind of the mindset here? I mean, a big game for you guys here tonight, but a tougher team tomorrow. Just kind of what's the mindset going tomorrow?
We got to apply pressure, get in next. shoot, we've been preparing all week for them, so we're already ready. So just have fun tomorrow.
Well, there you have it, folks. Our time 42 player of the game. Our final score 83-35. Folks, I'd like to thank you all for watching. On behalf of the entire WTV Live network, I'm Ryan Kelly, and I'd like to thank you all for watching.
Yes, sir.